Okay.
All right, so now I have it recording. This is our second Zoom call for our cup. The three people are on, me, Aaron, and then Josh. Yay, Josh. So the three of us made it for tonight's Zoom. Maybe Heather will come at some point, but let's get started. I'd like to talk about and recap the big cup call that took place yesterday, the one that Shannon and Julie had put together. The first thing I really enjoyed listening about was, talking about everybody kind of formulating like different ideas to connect people in for next fight for the sneak peek. Anybody have any extra thoughts about things like the LinkedIn or anything like that?
I actually just linked up with Adam last night so I can see what he did, his post. So I'm going to try and come up with my own twist and see if, try it. I've had LinkedIn for a while. It's actually kind of how I got my last job. And now I'm linked with a bunch of the higher ups at Bremen as well. So I figure it can't hurt to try because I still have a bunch of connections with Springfield College from my last job and whatnot. So I figure I'm going to try and utilize that more towards the Beachbody end of things as opposed to just, okay, yeah, I'm linked. Now what?
Yeah, that was my first thing. I mean, I've had LinkedIn for a few years. It's been kind of stagnant and quiet in there. And I went on there during lunchtime today, and I was like staring at it going, what do I do? So you could share what Adam shared with you on our up here and see if we can get some vibes and ideas from you about how you're on it through LinkedIn. And maybe we could all kind of get an idea of how to present that to people through there.
Okay.
I do like the idea of reaching out to the free customer lead that Shannon had suggested. I never really thought to do that, and maybe that's kind of silly for me to say, but I think it's an excellent idea because you never know. I have a good handful of people on my little free lead thing. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I try and message them like every month just to kind of check in. So far, I only have 2 that have completely opted out from hearing from me. Yeah. But I don't get any kind of response out of anyone. I think I got one message back probably sometime last year from one lady saying, thanks for the email. I don't really understand a lot of the technology and whatnot. And then the conversation fizzled. I responded. I'm like, well, what do you need help with? Let me, what's a good time to talk? And I can help walk you through whatever, but never heard more from her. I mean, she hasn't opted out, but I still reach out, send a monthly thing. Hey, just checking in. When I have a new challenge group going, I'll send another blurb saying, challenge group for me now. What I've started to do is I'll send the generic e-cards, but in the subject, I'll put, challenge group or Facebook challenge forming now kind of thing, just so they know. Because some of them already have the 21-day, but haven't done anything with it through Facebook anyway. So I don't know. Mine have been kind of hit or miss, but I don't really have that many to play with. So
yeah, I hear you on that. Out of I only have 2 people who are actively messaging me, whether it's through text or through the body emails. I think it would be a great opportunity just to kind of say, hey, are you curious to see what I do as a coach? There's no other obligation but to just peek in a few days and see what I do. I'm pretty much just like you. I started as a customer. I started loving all the programs that came in, as well as Shakeology. And I got hooked into the business because everything that Beachbody has to offer is absolutely amazing. And then see what they say. I think that would be a good idea to do. Of course, we need to come up with some kind of graphics. I reached out to Carmen to see if she could help us with that. I do suspect that maybe she's working. She probably hasn't seen that post yet. I'll kind of bump her again because I know she gets out around 8:30, which is about now, and she doesn't get home until like 8:39 or whatever. And of course, I respectfully understand that. She probably wants to unwind before she gets onto her main team call and all that stuff, because I know she typically does something around 9 o'clock. But I definitely want to get a graphic started, get some ideas of the words, kind of see what Shannon did on her stuff. I mean, I really like how her team kept it very clean. Because if you put too much graphics, too much words, it just gets all muffled. I mean, I enjoy Julie's posts, but I find that they're typically very wordy. And if that works for her, that works for her. But I don't think for many people, if you write too much on Facebook, long posts, ignore.
Yes, keep scrolling.
So I definitely want to continue to, or at least start promoting the group for next week. And also with last week's little chit chat here on the group, we all had talked about maybe starting a challenge group. And I really like Carmen's idea of doing the 21-day fix. Now I know between you and me and Josh, the hammer and chisel plan. So we could definitely incorporate the 21-day fix cups and all that stuff, or the containers, and incorporate that. So we're gonna be like, we know the proper proportions and stuff. Here's the recipe I'm trying today, etc. So I think it's a great idea. We can try to work a way of those. Starting next week, we can probably take turns on certain days of who posts what for day 1 through the 21 days. I mean, we can take turns doing that, or we can take turns of Melissa 1 week, Aaron 1 week, or like maybe a split week. I mean, these are just different ideas. I'm not sure how everybody wants to do this, considering all of our schedules are different.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind doing, like every other, well, since there's, 5 of us. I'm so used to you and me every other day. So, yeah, I mean, I think we go day by day, and as long as we know who's posting what day, but I think we need to, those of us that work Beachbody at night need to plan ahead and schedule the post to post in the morning. Yep. I think if we wait till, like in my case, if I post something tonight, I've lost a whole day's worth of people, where I think there's got to be a post early in the morning from whoever it's going to be, whether we create it the night before and schedule it, or, if it's somebody that, like you, gets up way wicked early, way wicked early. All right. But I think that's going to be one of the things I've struggled with on previous challenge groups is I don't get the posts out early enough. I'm trying to half-ass it during my lunch break, or, I'm posting something at night, but then, everybody's either still at work or taking care of the kids and making dinner and, yada, yada. So I've lost kind of a big window where I could have been, more productive helping, responding, as opposed to creating.
Just a thought. I mean, this is something that I've started doing a little more frequently since the last Team Cup. It was a suggestion by Julie to kind of formulate how you're going to put your words together. In one of my one-on-ones directly, she said, say it out loud before you post it. And then if it doesn't sound right, stop. And see how that would affect other people, and listen to yourself again after you say it a second time. And if it doesn't make sense to you, rewrite it. So it's good to do it when you're having your thoughts and ideas throughout the day. So it could be a great post for the next morning. So always think ahead, like, okay, tomorrow I'd like to post about food, like my dish or whatever. So what are you going to think about posting? Are you going to do something for breakfast or lunch, kind of get an idea? And you can take the quick snapshot of your food, and then you can play with it whenever you have like an app to pretty it up, or you can just post it as is. Or you can be like me, after a workout, try to show what other people showing to other people what you do for a workout, even if you're zonked.
Yeah.
My effort of pull-up this morning. So somebody planted the seed to do a video of that last night. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And then I forgot until after my workout.
Yeah. That's one of my biggest shortcomings, maybe, where I don't remember to record myself. And a lot of the times that I have good recordable moments, I'm the only one here. So that's something else I've got to kind of figure out and do more of, other than just putting words out there. I need the visual aids to show people. I know there's a lot of people out there now following me. A couple more have reached out yesterday, haven't seen me and whatnot. And like, oh my God, I just saw a full picture of you and you look amazing. And I'm like, okay, when was the last time I saw you? So it's kind of cool and kind of creepy at the same time. Because now I feel like I've got that much more, that many more eyes watching my every move, following the journey. But, if it starts them on their own, then it's worth it. So.
Have you played with the live feature yet?
No.
It's so fun. I haven't done it this week, but I'm going to do it at some point on Friday.
Yeah. I mean, I posted a couple of videos for my little buddy Josh, and even something that basic, hey, how's your day going, takes me like 3 takes before I'm comfortable actually, tagging his mother on it. So,
but the cool thing
on a video, and then you just post it anyway.
Oh yeah, his little how-to video. He's like, I'm not going to post it because it's kind of stupid. And I sat there watching it. I'm like, it's cute. Put it out there.
Yeah, that's a great video, Josh. I actually was kind of laughing when you're like, oh, wait, hold on. Let's get the berries. Yep. Okay. That was cute. And then, but, keep doing that, Josh. I mean, the more you film yourself, Erin and anybody who's watching the recording, the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll become. Just think about it as you talking to yourself, and you're the only audience that's watching you. And really, it changes a whole aspect rather than thinking about the people who are actually looking at you and watching you do your video. It's like, oh, I'm doing it. This is for me, blah, blah, blah. But this is my story. This is my journey. So you have to think of it absolutely in that way. I actually want to challenge anybody to do live, just because people can actively comment under it. And then by the time you're done with the recording, you'll get like all these views, all these likes, and then people will be commenting underneath. You go, oh, great, thank you for commenting, hi, so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. So it's just kind of neat that feature is available on Facebook.
Yeah.
So, definitely get it out before you're posting. I think Heather does a really good job with her videos. I know half the time she's probably like, oh, yes, that was hard. Let me go back and do it again or something. But I think she's very good at doing video posts on her like page. So I give her a lot of love for that. So definitely we should focus on putting a graphic together, making sure we all agree on it before we put it out, and set up an event page for the sneak peek. I think we should try to get the event page out by the end of tomorrow. Because we only have a few days afterwards before it starts.
Right.
So people who are not on the call with us tonight, please post underneath the video or in the group and let us know if you have any other ideas there. I really enjoyed the different ideas that everybody had from tonight. And if you haven't seen the call from last night, I had tagged you all, well, those who are not on the call. Josh, I don't know if I tagged you. I might have not by accident. I'm sorry.
I think he saw it. Either if you didn't tag him, I did, and I think he came home just as it was ending. So
Okay.
I was like, if you're too tired now, watch it in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, I already saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it this morning too. I thought it was a good video. Well, I was getting ready and waking up and drinking a little bit of my coffee. So, but so that and the 21 day, I think we can definitely be doing that. And I know Fix does talk about Shakeology, and at one point they talk about doing a Shakeology group. I got that idea from Christine Plaskett's big group. I think using those resources and pulling them, writing down notes and seeing how she does her posts is a good tool for all of us. I think we should definitely try to promote Shakeology after the 21 day fix, or even if we're running a free clean eating group, we should definitely try to promoting it.
Do you know, and this may be a question for Christine herself, the graphics that she's using for the ingredients that she's customizing for Team Eternal Fit, do you know if those are standard graphics in her back office somewhere, or if...
No. She basically is pulling some pictures offline or online and pulling them into the group. And I'm seeing, because I've seen it with my phone, but typing over the picture goji berry or whatever it is.
Okay.
So we can make it our own. We can have our own graphics. We don't need to feel the graphics. And we can always just take some information online and formulate it very simply versus like a whole page of Wikipedia or something like that.
Yeah, that's one of the things I know I need to. Josh and I were having the conversation earlier that I need to get better at being creative with my pictures, taking the time to learn some of the photo apps that you guys all use instead of saying, hey, can you do a picture? Can you do this? I'm like, I'm all about like finding and saving, but in terms of making it creative for my benefit, I'm like, I don't know. So I need to set aside some time to kind of teach myself that aspect better.
So one app that I uploaded a couple of weeks ago is called Aviary. And you can edit your photos. So let's just, you're in a dark setting in the morning or later in the night and it's not a lot of light. The cool thing about that app is you can brighten up the picture if it's really dark, or you can darken it or change the hues, the colors, etc., to make it look like something that you wanted to make it. And the cool thing about it is you can frame your photos. Which is really cool. You get all these different ideas, and yet you can do like a little hone in on the Shakeology like packet or whatever. Oh, I've got this, and you can put type over it, and you have choices of different type, which is really neat. One border in particular I enjoyed that I haven't really used for my posts, but it's kind of fun. It makes your picture looks like some kind of movie. Like, so it has like the little film piece on top and on bottom, which is really neat. So it's called Aviary. I've been playing around with it, doing different things. And then I finally got a video editor, and it's actually called Video Editor.
Ooh, fancy.
So that's a good app. It's absolutely free. The only thing is it does take a little memory on your phone. So if you and Josh are deciding that you guys want to use that, basically one of you will just have to use it on whoever's phone has more space. So, and I haven't figured out how to delete projects that you don't want anymore yet, because I just got it a couple weeks ago, so I'm still kind of playing around figuring it out.
Yeah.
But Carmen and Heather, if you're doing stuff like this, and if there's a better app for video editing, just let us know, because we're all learning and trying to do all this together. Sorry,
I
go
know.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I know there's an app that Carmen uses for scheduling of her posts, because I asked her about it because I was seeing everything was saying buffer instead of like where some of mine says Instagram or whatnot. So I'm like, what the hell is buffer? So I want to look into that one as well, because again, I think if I can get myself more organized by creating, a series of posts in advance and scheduling them out there, at least I'm active online, even if I'm not, like there's still stuff is happening even when I'm at work kind of thing. So I need to figure out how to make that work for myself.
Right. It's a good idea for all of us, because we're all busy. I know Heather has a sporadic schedule. She's got kids. And then Carmen's working usually later in the day.
Yep.
So, but is there anything that you wanted to talk about for the group? Any ideas that you have?
I don't know. I don't remember whose video it was that I saw. It may have been something Shannon had posted, but that when we create the Facebook events, sorry, Dad, bad time. So when we create the Facebook event itself, create it earlier and post in it to kind of give the public viewing audience a feel for what the actual group is going to be like. So say, share a recipe in there someday, like, oh, this is a sample of, a dinner that I can eat next week or something along those lines. Whereas I've been so accustomed to, I create the event, I invite people, I share it, but I don't actually do anything within the event itself ahead of time. And I think part of that is because I don't necessarily get them out early enough to use them to that benefit. So I don't know. As much as we're going to get the sneak peek off and running tomorrow, I think, get the 21-day one, say maybe up by this weekend, so that we can start, giving people a sampling of what they're in for, type of thing.
So do you want to start it next week or actually on the 22nd? Like next week would be prep week maybe, and you allow people to purchase?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Because then I could do the 21-day fix anyway, because we'll be year-ending our hammer and chisel in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Kind of crazy. Been through almost a full 60 days of this crazy program, and every day I'm like, it's another leg day again.
I think Josh had that comment. He's like, dude, what's up with all the leg work?
It is about leg work. So for the team itself, anything that Josh has, any thoughts about the upcoming groups or ideas that you've kind of experienced for tonight?
You guys pretty much covered everything. I got nothing.
Okay. Do you like the idea of that doing the Shakeology group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he can do how-to videos.
He can. How to strip a goji berry. Or something.
Yeah, right?
But Aaron and Josh stay on the line. We're going to just talk a little bit about our current meeting group. But Carmen and Heather, when you're watching this, just let us know if there's any other ideas that you have. but definitely let's get these groups started. We've been talking and talking, and we haven't actually gotten any group together for our team. And if there's any encouraging words that anybody has, please post them on the page to kind of keep us going, so that way we all can be successful and at least SC5 at the end of the month. That is that should be our minimum.
Yeah.
So, but all right, I'm recording, and when everybody sees the recording who's not on the call, just hit like and make all the comments that you can, so that way we can have a successful month.
Yay!
Yay!